Okay. Good day, everyone. So, welcome to Rizal's Life and Work. So, this is PI 100. Ano? So, down now to Chapter 4, Scholastic Triumphs at Ateneo de Manila. So, nasa Ateneo siya during 1872 to 1877. So, this is 5 years of Rizal's life. Okay, our guide questions for today is first, who were the following persons helped and inspired Rizal? So, ayan, hindi lang naman talaga ang isang tao ay bunga ng sarili niyang kagustuhan. Ano, ito, binubuo tayo ng iba't ibang tao. Ano, na nag-inspired sa atin. Ano, kaya nga mako-consider natin tayo ay mirror ball. Ano, we are remnants of ng mga tao na nakasalumuhan natin. Next ay, how do Rizal spend his leisure hours? 3, in what way did Rizal enrich the influence of words, literature? Number 4, what are the following poems made by Rizal? And number 5, who was Segunda Katigbak in Rizal's life? Ayan, makikilala na natin yung mga babae, ano, o yung mga kinikilala, mga minahal ni Rizal. So, Ateneo Municipal, it was a college under the supervision of the Spanish Jesuits, mga unang bumaba dito. So, it was the bitter rival of the Dominican-owned College of San Juan de Letran. Yan ang magkalaban. Ateneo at Letran talaga. It was formerly the Escuela Pia or Charity School, a school for poor boys in Manila, which was established by the city government in 1817. So, Jesuits were given the management of the Escuela Pia, whose name was changed to Ateneo Municipal and later become the Ateneo de Manila. Ayan. Pinakamatanda ay UST ha. Tama ba? Oo nga, University of Santo Tomas, ang pinakamatanda na school dito. Pero, ito, galing dito si Rizal sa Ateneo de Manila. Ayan. Ateneo on June 10, 1872. So, magbe-birthday siya nito, di ba? Kasi June 19. He took the entrance examinations on Christian doctrine, arithmetic, and reading at the College of San Juan de Letran and passed them. So Don Kikoy, who first wished him to study at Letran, changed his mind and decided to send him to Ateneo instead. So basically, parehas nakapasa si Rizal dun sa dalawang school na big school during his time. So Father Magin Ferrando, who was the college registration, refused to admit him for two reasons. Una, late registration daw. At pangalawa, he was sickly and undersized for his age, kaya hindi siya tinatanggap. So, Ceres Burgos, nephew of Father Burgos, he was reluctantly admitted at the Ateneo. So tinulungan siya first of his family to adopt the surname Rizal. Hindi naman talaga Rizal ang pangalan ang apelyido ni Rizal, kundi Mercado. Kaya lang, mainit yung kanilang pamilya during his time, kaya nagpalit siya ng pangalan. So he registered under this name at the Ateneo because their family name, Mercado, had come under the suspicion of the Spanish authorities. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina. So Paciano had used Mercado as his surname at the College of San Jose, and he was known to the authorities as Father Burgos' favorite student and confidant, or kumbaga ka-apprentice. So, Ateneo was located in Intramuros within the walls of Manila. Rizal first boarded in a house outside Intramuros on Caraballo Street, 25 minutes walk from college. This boarding house was owned by a spinster named Titay who owed the Rizal family the amount of 300. Siguro isa rin yun sa dahilan kung bakit tinanggap si Rizal. So, system of education. So the system of education given by the Jesuits in the Ateneo was more advanced than that of other colleges in that period. So marami na naman, kaya lang marami na naman talagang existing school noon, pero iba pag from Ateneo. It trained the character of the student by rigid discipline and religious instruction. Actually hanggang ngayon, It also promoted physical culture, humanities, and scientific studies. Aside from academic courses leading to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, it offered vocational courses in agriculture, commerce, mechanics, and the Ateneo students in Rizal's time wore a uniform which consisted of hemp fabric trousers and striped cotton coat. Ayan, kung ano yung nakikita nyo na suot nitong batang to, which is si Rizal. So the coat material was called Rayadillo, which later became famous for it was adopted as the uniform for the Filipino troops during the days of the First Philippine Republic. And Ateneo, on his first day of class in Ateneo in June 1872, Rizal first heard Mass at the college chapel and prayed fervently to God for guidance and success. Rizal's first professor in the Ateneo was Father Jose Beck. So, Rizal was placed at the bottom of the class. He was an externo. So ibig sabihin sa labas. Hence, he was assigned to the Carthaginians occupying the end of the line. So, the first week, the frail Kalamba boy progressed rapidly. Nakita kagad, parang magaling tong batang to. So, naging emperor kagad siya. Ano, he was the brightest pupil in the whole class, and he was awarded a prize. How pleased I was, he said. When I won my first prize, a religious picture. So, he was proud of it because it was the first prize na napanalunan niya nung siya ay nasa Ateneo. So, Rizal took private lessons in Santa Isabel College during noon recess when other Ateneo students were playing or gossiping. Talagang masipag siya mag-aral. He paid 3 pesos for those extra Spanish lessons, but it was money well spent kasi natuto talaga siya. He placed second at the end of the year, although all the grades were still marked excellent. Ayan, nag-second lang siya. Naman, at the end of the school year in March 1873, his sister Neneng Saturnina brought him to Tanawan with her. So, without telling his father, he went to Santa Cruz, visited his mother in prison, and told her of his brilliant grades at the Ateneo. So, ito during his time na nasa Ateneo si Rizal, ay ito yung time na nakakulong si Doña Chodora. Kasi kung matatandaan ninyo, 2 years and a half nakakulong ang kanya. In Ateneo, Rizal turned to Manila for his second-year term in the Ateneo. This time, he bordered inside Intramuros at number 6 Magallanes Street. His landlady was an old widow named Doña Pepay, who had a widowed daughter and 4 sons. So, to regain his lost class leadership, talagang nag-aral siya. And then, after nun, naging emperor uli siya. Rizal received excellent grades in all subjects and a gold medal. With such scholastic honors, he triumphantly returned to Calamba in March 1874 for the uh, so Prophecy of Mother's Release. So, tuwan-tuwa si Rizal nung nakalaya ni si Doña Chodora. Uh, At the same time, para mapasaya yung kanyang nanay na nasa kulungan, ito hindi pa nito nakakalabas eh. Para mapasaya niya, sinasabi niya lahat ng mga kanyang mga award, and ang dami niyang mga kwento about sa mga professor niya and dun sa kanyang mga fellow students. So, Doña Tudora told her son of her dream previous night. Rizal interpreted the dream, told her that she would be released from prison in 3 months' time. So, si Doña Tudora smiled, thinking that her son's prophecy was mere boyish attempt to magiging totoo yun. So, after 3 months passed and suddenly, Doña Chodora was set free. By that time, si Rizal ay nasa Manila na nag-a-attend uli siya sa Ateneo kasi tapos na yung bakasyon. So, Doña Chodora, happily back in Calamba, was even more proud of her son Jose, whom she linked to the youthful Joseph in the Bible in his ability to interpret dreams. Kasi kung matatandaan ninyo, kaya kapangalan ni Jose, ah, kaya kaya pangalan ni ah, ang pangalan ni Jose ay dahil nilink niya ito kay Joseph, Saint Joseph. teenage interest in reading, Rizal began to take interest in reading romantic novels. So the first favorite novel of Rizal was The Count of Monte Cristo, na sinulat ni Alexander Dumas. So as a voracious reader, he read not only fiction but also non-fiction. So he persuaded his father to buy him a costly set of Cesar Cantos historical work entitled Universal History. Talagang nagmamakaawa siya sa kanyang tatay para ibili. Later, Rizal read Travels in the Philippines by Dr. Fyodor Hagor, a German scientist traveler who visited the Philippines in 1859 to 1860. Ayan. So, ito yung libro, Travels in the Philippines by Fyodor Hagor. He was impressed him in this book were Hagor's keen observation of the defects of Spanish colonization in his prophecy that someday Spain would lose to the Philippines and that America would come to succeed her as colonizer. So, which is nagkatotoo. Siguro dahilan kung bakit ang galing ni Rizal i-predict yung mga nangyayari. Kasi mahilig siya magbasa. Third year in Ateneo, 1874 to 1875. June 1874, Rizal returned to Ateneo for his junior year. Shortly after the opening of classes, his mother arrived and joyously told him that she was released from prison, just as he had predicted during his last visit to her prison cell in Santa Cruz. So, he was happy, of course, to see his mother once more of a free woman. However, despite the family happiness, Rizal did not make an excellent showing in his studies as in the previous year. So, yung grades niya remain excellent in all subjects, but ang napanalunan niya lang ay one medal in Latin. So, he failed to win the medal in Spanish because his spoken Spanish was not fluently sonorous. So, hindi pa rin siya ganun ka. Yung fourth year niya sa Ateneo on June 16, 1875, he became an interno in the Ateneo. One of his professors this time was Father Francisco de Palvula Sanchez, a great educator and scholar. So, in-inspire niya si Rizal to study harder and to write poetry. So, si Rizal, dinescribe niya yung mga Jesuit professor as model of uprightness, earnest, and love for the advancement of his pupil. Talagang malaki yung paggalang ni Rizal sa mga teacher niya, just sa mga Jesuits na teacher niya. So, he was inspired by Father Sanchez. Rizal resumed his studies with vigor and last year in Ateneo naman, so fourth year na siya dito, 1876 to 1877. After nung vacation niya, nung third year niya, si Rizal nag-return to Manila in June 1876 for his last year in Ateneo. So, the most brilliant Atenean of his time, he was truly the pride of the Jesuits. So, si Rizal, na-finish niya yung last year niya at the Ateneo in a blaze of glory. So, he graduated with flying colors. He obtained the highest grades in all subjects: philosophy, physics, biology, chemistry, languages, mineralogy. Graduation with highest honors on commencement day, March 23, 1877, Rizal, who was 16 years old, received from his alma mater, Ateneo Municipal, the degree of Bachelor of Arts with highest honors. Imaginein mo, 16 years old, tapos na siya ng college. Napakabilis during his time. It was a proud day for his family, but to Rizal, like all graduates, commencement day, it was a time of bitterness and sweetness kasi maghihiwalay na kayo ng mga apat mo, nung mga naging kaibigan mo, for long years. At the same time, nakakatuwa din at dahil kayo ay tapos na. The night before graduation, his last night at the college dormitory, hindi talaga siya. So, extracurricular activities in Ateneo. So, an emperor inside the classroom, he was a campus leader outside. So, talagang student leader siya. He was an active member, later secretary of a religious society, the Marian Congregation. He was accepted as member of this sodality, not only because of his academic brilliance, but also because of his devotion to Our Lady of Immaculate Conception, the college patroness. Kasi nga, napaka-religious naman talaga ni Rizal, di ba? Kung matatandaan ninyo, namana niya yun sa kanyang magulang. Rizal was also a member of the Academy of Spanish Literature and the Academy of Natural. Rizal cultivated his literary talent under the guidance of Father Sanchez. Father Jose Villaclara advised him to stop communing with the muses and pay more attention to more practical studies such as philosophy and natural sciences. So his painting under the famous Spanish painter Agustin Saez and sculpture under Romualdo de Jesus noted Filipino sculptor. Furthermore, Rizal to develop his weak body, engaged in gymnastics, fencing, and continue physical training under his Tio Manuel. Scriptural work in Ateneo, Rizal carved an image of the Virgin Mary on the piece of patikulin. Ito ay Philippine hardwood. Gamit ang kanyang pocket knife. Father Leonard, impressed by Rizal's sculptural talent, requested him to carve for him an image of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. So, si Yang Rizal, nag-complied siya and then within a few days, pinakita niya ito kay Father Leonard. So, ito, makikita to sa museum natin dito sa Pilipinas. The Ateneo boarding students place it on the door of their dormitory, and it remained for many years, reminding all Ateneans of Dr. Rizal, the greatest alumnus of their alma mater. This image played a significant part in Rizal's last hours at Fort. So, anecdotes on Rizal the Atenean. One of Rizal's contemporaries in the Ateneo was Felix M. Rojas. Two Athenians, Manzano and Lasaka, quarreled and violently hurled books at each other. So si Rizal, who was busy at his desk, poring over his lesson, was hit in the face by one of the thrown books. So he did not raise a cry of protest, although nagkasugat yung kanyang muka at nagkadumugo. His classmates brought him to the infirmary where he had to undergo medical treatment for several days. After the incident, he continued to attend his classes, feeling neither bitterness nor rancor towards the guilty party. So, maawain. So, another anecdote on Rizal the Atenean was related by Manuel Ceres Burgos. One Thursday afternoon being vacation day, the boys flew their kites from the azotea. Young Rizal then was busy reading a Spanish book of fables at the window. After a while, he heard Julio Meliza from Iloilo, one of the smallest boarders, crying because his kite was caught by the vines growing on the belfry of the Manila Cathedral. Malapit sa boarding house niya, kung matatandaan nyo. Bigger boys were laughing, making fun of Julio. Pero si Rizal, kinlose niya yung kanyang binabasa, tinigil niya yung binabasa niya, and sinabihan niya si Julio na wag nang umiyak. And itatry niya na kunin yung kahit na nawala ni Julio. So, true to his promise, he courageously climbed the high cathedral tower and successfully recovered. Poems written in Ateneo, it was Doña Chodora who first discovered the poetical genius of her son, and it was also she was encouraged him to write poems. However, it was Father Sanchez who inspired Rizal to make full use of his God-given gift in poetry and improve the latter's poetical art by opening his mind to the enriching influence of the world's literature. So, the first poem Rizal na sinulat niya sa Ateneo ay Mi Primera Inspiración, My First Inspiration, which was dedicated to his mother on her birthday. It is said na sinulat niya to before he was 14 years old. Year 1874. So, yun yung first poem. Na Ateneo. Noong 1875, inspired by Father Sanchez, marami pa siyang sinulat na poems. Felicitasyon, El Embarque, Himno a la Flota de Magallanes, or The Departure, Hymn to Magallanes Fleet, E.S. Español, El Cano el Primero, and Dar la Vuelta al Mundo, and his Spanish, El Cano the First Circumnavigate the World, sa inyong reading in Philippine history. El Combate, Orbestondo, Terror de Holo, The Battle Orbestondo, Terror of. So, noong 1876, Rizal wrote poems on various topics: religion, education, childhood memories, and war. They were as follows. Un recuerdo a mi pueblo. Ayan. So, tandaan nyo ba to? In memory of my town. Ito ay honor sa kanyang kalamba. So, alianza intima entre religión y la buena educación. So, intimate alliance between religion and good education. So, por la educación recibe lotre la patria. Through education, the country receives light. El Cuateverio y el Frionto, Batalla de Lucena y Presión de Boabdil. Ibig sabihin naman nito sa English ay The Captivity and the Triumph, Battle of Lucena, and the Imprisonment of Boabdil. La Entrada Triunfal de los Reyes Catoleches and Granada, the triumphal entry of the Catholic monarchs into Granada. So ito yung mga sinulat na Rizal na poem. So very diverse, religion, education, childhood, and of course, war. A year later, in 1877, he wrote more poems. It was his last year in Ateneo. Among the poems written that year were El Heroism de Colon. This poem praises Columbus, the discoverer of America. Next, Colon y Juan Dos, Columbus and John II. This poem relates how King John II of Portugal missed fame and riches by his failure to finance the projected expedition of Columbus to the New World. And Gran Consuelo en la Mayor Desdicha. So this is a legend in verse of the tragic life of Columbus. And on Diálogo a los Suebo a la Despedida de los Colegiales. So, ito naman a farewell dialogue of the student. This was the last poem written by Rizal in Ateneo. Ito ay dedicated sa kanyang classmates na namamaalam na siya since sila ay gagraduate na. My first inspiration, so it was most fitting that the first poem written by Rizal as an Atenean should be about his beloved mother. In his poem, he felicitates his mother on her birthday, expressing his filial affection in Sonoru. So, Rizal poems on education. Although Rizal was merely a teenager, malaki yung pagtingin niya sa education. He believed in the significant role which education plays in progress and welfare of a nation. So, in another poem, The Intimate Alliance Between Religion and Good Education, pinakita dito ni Rizal kung gaano ka-importante yung religion sa education. To him, education without God is not true education. So, Rizal's religious poems during his Students' Day, Rizal expresses devotion to his Catholic faith in melodious poetry, Al Niño Jesus, to the child of his Jesus. The poem was written in 1875 when he was 14 years old. So, nasa Ateneo pa siya. Another religious poem which he wrote was entitled A la Virgen Maria. This poem is undated so that we do not know exactly when it was written. So, hindi natin alam kung kailan niya sinulat. But probably, Rizal wrote it after his ode to the child, Jesus. So, ibig sabihin, nasa Ateneo pa rin siya. Dramatic work in Ateneo, Father Sanchez requested him to write a drama based on the prose story of Saint Eustace the Martyr. During the summer vacation of 1876, he wrote the requested religious drama in poetic verses in his home in Calamba and finished it on June 2, 1876. Rizal submitted to Father Sanchez the finished manuscript of the drama entitled San Eustacio Martir. The good priest teacher read it and felicitated the young Athenians. Shortly after his graduation from Ateneo, Rizal, who was then 16 years old, experienced his first romance. That painful experience which comes to nearly all adolescents. So, kagaya rin ni Rizal, nanggaling din siya sa pinagdaanan dati natin. The girl was Segunda Katigbak, a pretty 14 years old Batangguenya from. In Rizal's own words, she was rather short, with eyes that were eloquent and ardent at times and languid at others, rosy cheek with an enchanting and provocative smile that revealed very beautiful teeth and the air of sylph. Her entire self diffused a mysterious charm. Rizal was accompanied by his friend Mariano Katigbak. There was an attractive girl who mysteriously caused his heart to palpitate with strange ecstasy. So, she was the sister of his friend Mariano and her name was Segunda. So Rizal was accompanied by his friend Mariano Katigbak. Doon niya nakilala si Segunda. So his grandmother's guest urged him to draw Segunda's portrait. So he complied reluctantly and made a pencil sketch of her. From time to time, he reminisced later, she looked at me and I. So, his grandmother's guest urged him to draw Segunda's portrait. He complied reluctantly. Ito yung kanina. Rizal came to know Segunda more intimately during his weekly visit to La Concordia College. kung saan nag-aaral yung kanyang kapatid na si Olympia. Doon din siya nagbo-board. Olympia was a close friend of Segunda. So ibig sabihin, uh, kaibigan ng kanyang kapatid si Segunda. So it was apparent that Rizal and Segunda love each other. There was indeed a love at first sight. So malandi ang mga lolo't lola niyo. So, but this was hopeless since the very beginning. Segunda was already engaged to be married to her townmate, Manuel Luz. Aww. So, talagang super sad ng story nila. Mahal nilang isa't isa pero engaged na si Segunda. The last time they talked to each other was one Thursday in December 1877, when the Christmas vacation was about to begin. He visited Segunda at La Concordia College to say goodbye because he was going home to Calamba the following day. So, but Rizal failed to come up to her exception. He could only mumble, "Well, goodbye. Anyway, I'll see you when you pass Calamba on your way to," diba? So his mother did not recognize him at first due to her failing eyesight. He was saddened to find out about his mother's growing blindness. So to super sad ng part na to ni Rizal kasi nabubulag na yung kanyang nanay. Hindi naman nabubulag pero lumalabo na. So his sister gaily welcomed him, teasing him about Segunda, for they knew of his romance through Olympia. So that might be demonstrated his skill in fencing of his family. He had friendly fencing about with the best fencer in Calamba and bested him. So Rizal learned that the streamer carrying Segunda and her family would not anchor at Calamba because of the strong winds. It would stop in Binyan. So si Rizal, umuwi sa bahay nila, dazed and desolate with his first romance, ruined by his own shyness and reserve. So ang inyong Lolo Pepe ay din, masyado ring mahiyain. At torpe. So the first girl whom he loved with ardent fervor was lost to him forever. So hindi naging sila yung first. So 2 years later, Rizal recording his first and tragic romance said, "Ended at an early hour, my first love. My virgin heart will always mourn the reckless step it look on the flower. Deck abyss, my illusions will return, yes, but indifferent, uncertain, ready for the first betrayal of the path." Very, very poetic talaga ang inyong Lolo Pepe. At dyan nagtatapos yung ating lesson for today.